if you're not truly invested, what are we doing it for? If you love a TV show, you're going to be invested in that TV show. You're going to watch the TV show from beginning to end, and you're going to watch every single episode.
Yep.
I love Lorenz Tate. I don't care if the movie is trash. I'm going to watch whatever he's in because I love him. That's support. That's what love does.
That's what love does.
But if you don't have people like that, then you can't say you my sis, you my bro. And it's one thing if life is life, and we're not going to, things happen, and people can't always show up how they want to. And we back.
What's up, sis?
Hey, y'all. Hey, sis. What's going on?
Man, it's been a day.
another week down. First month of the year. January has been Januarying.
Okay.
January always feels like a trial subscription.
Okay.
Like, you get 31 days to try this shit out. Let me know if you like it before we continue. February, be good to us. February, be good to us.
Please be good.
That's your birthday month. Pew 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 pew. Anniversaries is coming up. This is gonna be good. 2025, we got high expectations. Okay.
Better.
Yes. Better. We can put some titles and some stank on some stuff,
Not some stank.
Yeah.
Nah, don't be stanking now with it.
Some good stank, not no bad stank. Some good stank.
Oh,
some stank, man. Not some stink. It's a difference.
Some stank on it. I'm done with you. You always showing off.
I'm sorry. That's just how I roll. This is the Jersey thing, I guess.
Oh, have mercy. Okay, so what we talking about tonight? We talking about titles.
Yes, titles versus definitions, because baby, people be using these words so loosely. And I am just we're not doing this in 2025. We gonna get it right, and we gonna be fully aware of what we saying and who we placing in these categories, because everything ain't for everybody.
Better say it. You better say
and
it.
And everybody's title ain't yours.
Okay. It's just not. It's just not. Like, people around here calling people sister, brother. Listen. If you do not, that person don't fit in that category, stop saying it. Or if you're not gonna fill those shoes, stop saying it. Because it's more than just a word. Me and sis talk about this all the time. We always talking about these titles and how people just throw them around like they're just nothing. Like, I'm not your sister. No. Don't get me started. You about to give me.
As you're talking, I'm thinking about a couple of more. Like, I'm thinking about, love. People use that word. I love you.
Better not. Better not say it like that to me.
Love ya. And then, like you said, sis, bro, like, child, everybody is no, you ain't no brother.
Your mom used to say, did your mom ever tell you everybody ain't your friend?
Yes. Everybody ain't your sister. Everybody ain't your brother. Okay.
Everybody ain't your fam. A lot of people throw that around too. Fam. What's up, fam? Nah, we ain't fam.
Yeah. Get somebody else to do it. So I want to know, before we start the episode, you guys who are watching, put in the comments some words that you feel people throw around loosely, and we gonna have a conversation about that, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's 2025. We in a new year. It's time to put the right people in the right
Right.
categories. And in order for you to do that, you have to know what these words mean, right?
You
So,
do.
you know me, I'm a visual person. You know me, I like to have my
Here she go.
definitions and my meanings and all the things. So, this episode is strategically about certain ones that just make my blood boil.
Oh, run over.
Yes, like I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Jesus. Now, what titles are those that just make you just boil and run over?
Um, Marriage is definitely one.
Why marriage? Hmm.
Because I've been married not once, not twice. Well, twice. Yes, twice. But um people throw around that wifey term very, very loosely. And um marriage is not for the weak. Okay? Uh Divorce is not something that is pretty. Divorce is ugly. And yeah, wife is one, husband is another. Um Friend, like it's a couple of them that just it just we got to talk about it, individually, because it's just time to do better. I just can't
So,
even.
but you know what? I think people think marriage. I don't know what people think about marriage because I think they really think it's a walk in the park.
Yeah,
Like, you have this big ceremony for everybody else because that ceremony ain't for the couple. It's for everybody else to come and fellowship and have a good time and eat. They just think that it's all about the attention. But baby, when you start living that life of marriage with that person in that same household, you'll be like, man, get somebody else to
get
do it
somebody
for
else to
real.
do it. Yeah. But you see, you know what it is, when we were young and we were growing up, we prepared for the wedding. We were never prepared for the marriage. And that's where the disconnect begins. Like, we prepare for the show, the
Mhm.
aesthetics. What your dress gonna look like? How many bridesmaids you gonna have? What color is the wedding's gonna be? And how many groomsmen is he gonna have? And what your husband gonna look like? And just the aesthetics, like,
Exactly. How many
not,
guests coming?
yeah, like what the food gonna be like? Like, what,
Kind of
girl? Come
music we
down.
playing.
Like, not how is this man gonna treat me? Is he gonna be slapping me upside my head?
Right.
Woman gonna stick by me if I lose my job? Is she gonna talk to me crazy, or is she going to pour into me? Like, these are the things that we are not prepping,
Mhm.
our children for, to become these type of people and to focus on the right things. We are focused on the aesthetics. Even now, with social media, you can definitely get on Pinterest or one of these social media, or even Instagram, and type in wedding colors, and it'll just
Pull up.
flood your whole phone with all of these different variations of those colors. But let you go on YouTube and type up rules to marriage or how to prepare for a marriage. You know how hard that is to find good content on that?
Good content. Exactly. Good content on that. You got, yeah, add that in there. Good content. But that comes from the way you're raised too, sis. We got to always go back to our roots, where we come from and what we were taught. Because think about it. My grandparents, they were married for years and years on hand. My mom has never been married. But my grandparents were married for all these years. You thinking that these people that are married for like 40 and 50 years, that they're having these great marriages. No, they're not. They go through things too. They just make it look good on the outside and they
Yeah,
get through it. But men back then, even though they went outside and they cheated on their wives, they still made sure that home was taken care of first. And they
yeah,
still held their family together. But I don't really agree with the fact of saying, let's stay together for the kids. I don't agree with that. If you can't work it out, don't stay together for the kids, man. You making yourself miserable,
yeah.
honestly.
Because kids feel your energy, and what you are promoting,
Yes.
you are showing them a false representation of what that word is. So if you are behind closed doors and you slapping me upside my head, and then when we get in front of the kids, we all smiling and whatever. You're just showing the kids that it's okay to be fake and phony in public, and you just go through hell in private. You're showing them that. And like you said, to your point about, the grandparents and tolerating, because that's what they was doing,
Yeah.
tolerating things for years, decades, just because they did that, that don't mean it's healthy. So that's
Exactly.
another thing that we have to implement into our children. We have to let them know that, you know, healthy versus toxic, what is good for you and what's not good for you. So I love Ratchet TV. I love
Here she
Love and
go.
Hip Hop. That's my show. But
She,
baby, that ain't no type of marriage I want. Don't
okay.
get wrapped up watching that. See, we were fooled and bamboozled. We watched Disney. Disney had the princess, and then here's the prince, and then the princess is just going through. She's just so distraught with life, and here comes this prince, and he's gonna save the day, and then they're gonna live happily ever after. The end.
The end.
Disney showed you what happily ever after looked like. So now
Right.
here we are, grown as hell, trying to figure out what happily ever after look like.
Hmm. That's a
And
good
we don't
point.
even know. We don't even know.
That's a great
What does
point
that
right
look
there.
like? And it doesn't look the same. Now, in Disney, it's the same premise. The princess is going through whatever she's going through. The prince saves her. That's always the same. But everybody's happily ever after don't look the same.
No.
Your
No.
happily ever after may be two kids in a
And a dog.
white picket fence. Same kids by the same man. My happily ever after will look like two kids from two different marriages with a man who has two kids from two situations. And so it's different. Everybody's marriage scenario, relationship is different. We all have our own
Different.
individual recipe, and it's all about finding what works best for you.
That's it. That's it. Well, you said yours, my happily ever after. My happily ever after is two kids from two fathers, then another kid and a wife. So my happily ever after is, oh, yeah, it's just messed up, ain't it? No dog,
I
no,
mean,
no
it's
white
not
picket
messed
fence.
up, but I mean, it's what works for you, and that is the key component. A lot of people want to, as the old folks say, because we always like to comment on the old folks, keep up with the Joneses.
Oh my
But your
God.
last name is Myers. My
Okay.
last name is Jones. Why am I trying to keep up George? Why am I trying to keep up with the Joneses?
You say your
And my
name
last
Jones.
name is George. Like, make it make sense. Because what works for the Joneses don't work for the Georges, don't work
Okay.
for the Myers.
Okay.
So you have to figure out you, and then you can worry about everything else.
Right.
We
But you
get
know
so caught up
what?
thinking about other people and living life for other people, we get messed up because we attach to the wrong person, trying to be for that person instead of being ourselves and letting who's for us attach to us.
Boom. In a nutshell. But you know what? The people that attach to you, that really are supposed to attach to you, it's easy. There's no fight in that. Like it really
No
just
friction.
it
Hmm.
fits. There's no
Hmm.
fighting with that. But the people that are not supposed to be there that you
Always
keep holding on
friction.
to, it's
Hmm.
it's always tug of war, tug of war, tug of war to try to keep them grounded in your life when you should have
Hmm.
been let go. Been let go. But that's another episode for another day. But look, let's get back to them titles. So you got the people out here that's saying wifey. You got these people out here calling people hubby, and they're not married. They're just in a relationship. Listen, stop being with people for umpteen years, as the old folks say, umpteen years, and never ever get that actual title of
Child,
wife or
that make my
husband.
blood boil. Listen,
Stop playing house.
I'll be the Black Elizabeth Taylor before I'll stay with somebody 10 years.
And I believe you
I'll
too.
marry 10 people
Now,
before I wait 10 years on a person.
you said
One
10.
person, I'll marry 10 people
See, I'm still trying to work on that with you. You can't marry
before.
10 people. I can't be at 10 weddings.
Listen,
What you think
I
this is?
married,
I'm not giving you away
I get
10
married.
times.
Listen, I get married 10 times before I sit there 10 years with somebody. I'm not doing that. If you don't know where we going, because I'm like Anita Bacon, I'm giving you the best that I got. and you sitting up here trying to figure it out. Oh no, we not doing. Bye.
Not Anita.
Next. Next. Actually, because time is too precious, and we don't know how much time we have. And
Yeah.
I'll be doggone if I'm gonna sit here 6+, 8+ years with somebody. I done smelled your stank, picked up your dirty drawers off the floor, done fed your kids and all of this stuff, and something happened to you, God forbid, and I gets nothing.
Nothing.
And I'm not talking about on a monetary level, so don't think, oh, that's all she wanted. No, I'm
She
just
want
talking
that
about
ring.
that I deserve. You know, like the all the things that comes with being your wife, the respect, being able to be your advocate if something happens to you medically, because nobody is going to know you better than the person that you lay next to. And yeah, you might have a parent that's living, hopefully, God allows, but things might change.
Right. But
What I
but
know about my son at 15, I'm not going to know about him he's going to be changed at 25 or when he's 35 and married. His favorite
exactly.
color was green then. His favorite color might be black by the time he's 35. I don't know, but his wife will know.
Exactly. Exactly. But you
So,
know what? You got
yeah.
stuff like that going on, sis. Like people real life be in these relationships like 10, 20 years with a person and don't have the ring or nothing but living the life, playing house, be in this situation. Then, like you said, God forbid they get sick. Then that person that you've been laying next to for those 10, 20 years can't even make a decision whether you live or die. Because now
Yeah.
their next of kin, which may be their mom, maybe their
Mhm.
father, or somebody like that, now they're taking control. You have no say over the person that you've been laying with for those 10, 20 years. That
Or
stuff happens for real.
how about my family is good for unfinished business. So we done got married, but now we separated. And we done been separated 20 years. And we in a whole new relationship with somebody else for another 10 years. You never got a divorce. Something happens to you. And
Yes,
now
the
the
wife.
girlfriend can't even make decisions on your behalf because you've been with this girl for 10 years. Your wife has to make the decision, and you ain't seen your wife in 20.
Oh,
Make that make sense. The
make it,
disrespect
but it happens every day.
every
That kind of
day,
stuff is normal.
every day,
You know that, right? And
every
then now
day
the wife that you hadn't been with for 20 years gets
comes and wrecks the whole thing.
everything.
Now, what if she's still bitter and she don't like you? You not coming to the funeral. You not coming to the
Okay.
funeral. The kids that you done have with this heifer ain't coming to the funeral. So it's just gonna be me and him, and he ain't even gonna be in the casket. He gonna be in a box because I don't like him.
Okay. But it's real life. It's real life. We got to stop this mess. It's real life out here happening like that,
You gotta be careful who you giving these titles to. And if you don't want them to have them titles, you better cut them off, and you better cut them off all the way because that separation stuff ain't no joke.
no
Get your
joke.
affairs in order.
Order. You better listen. You
Because
better
it's
listen.
not it's not for play. Like we us as we
You
don't
know,
have no
the
insurance.
brown
We
folks.
gotta do GoFundMe's for funerals. Like
Yeah, chicken plates. I'll be real life.
we just gotta do better. Like we
Gotta
just
do
have to
better.
do better as a society. And I know we spiraling off the topic, but it's hard because it's like you have to do better, and that comes from knowing better. And we weren't put in those positions like when y'all was growing up, your generation, my brother's generation. Y'all had home economics. Y'all had those things that kind of prepared y'all for
You said
the
y'all.
household dynamic. Yeah.
You just called me old. It's for all these folks.
No, I didn't call you old, but I didn't have home
For
economics
real.
when I no, that's why I said you, because I know you did, and I know my brother and them did. Y'all had driver's ed, and you
Well, yeah.
actually got your, permit and stuff like
Yeah.
that. We did well, my school in particular.
Well, I ain't
We
get no
didn't have
permit.
that.
My
Yeah,
mama
we
said,
didn't
no,
we
you
didn't
get your
have
license at
those
18.
we didn't have those classes. My son now he took driver's ed, but some schools, some places don't have those classes to kind
Mm.
of prepare you for life. And that's what it's about, just being prepared for life and teaching our children how to use these words wisely. Use your words carefully when you
Yeah.
adding these names to these people or attaching these titles to these people. Make sure you know what it
Mhm.
means.
You
Don't just
better
say
know.
that because somebody said it.
You better
You calling somebody wifey and she over here, she got 10 other people in her phone. Make it make sense.
make it make sense for real. But like I said, back to how I said your mom always said everybody ain't your friend. It's hard now in this time to determine who's really a friend. So, I did an episode a long time ago about, what is friendship? Like, do people really know what a friendship is like? I've always dreamed of friendships that I would have for 20, 30, 40 golden girl years, like rocking in the rocking chairs, the grandkids running around. Those are the kind of friendships I always wanted. And
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted those type of friendships, I would attach myself to people thinking that they were my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of scary because when you that type of person, you grow up and you want friends so bad, you tend to be around the wrong people and calling them friend, but in reality, they're not your friend, they're your enemy. So, what is a friend to you? Because my definition is just broad. I can say all types of things when it comes down to friends. Friends is somebody that's gonna be loyal in front of your face and behind your back. A friend is
Oh, then
somebody
we ain't
just
got too many of them then.
stop.
If we going on that definition, then we ain't got none of them.
No, damn.
We ain't got none of them. Next. We not we ain't got none of them. Got none of them. So okay, so based off that, because you do have people that's like your quote unquote A1s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes your friends move up a notch and then they become family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now do they surpass the friend title? Do you say that's just my sis, that's my bro?
That's my
And
sis.
yeah, so okay, so now you don't call them friend.
No.
So they're not in that category. So when you say, "Do you have friends?" you're going to say no because now
No.
you have siblings.
Yeah, I don't. What are your moves? Um, I have
Right. Cuz
family.
okay, so
I
like for
mean,
example, my BFF, I've known him since I was 17. That's 22 years. I'm not going to say I'll say my BFF, my best friend, I will say that that's who he is, but if you ask me, that's my brother.
right, right,
So if
right.
somebody says, "You have any friends?" I'll be like, "No."
No. I mean, I have associates where they say associates, people that I talk to at points in times about what I choose to talk to them about,
Yeah.
but not in-depth conversation that I would have with my family, quote unquote, sister, if that
Right.
makes sense. So I won't say I don't have friends, I have associates.
Yeah. Yeah, because your associates is who you associate with for the time being, whether it's at work or via social media
Mm-hmm.
or, just in passing, you associate with these individuals and you have
Mm-hmm.
conversations with these individuals. But a friend is somebody to me, somebody you can count on to hold you accountable for things.
Mm-hmm.
But my best friend should be somebody that I trust with my life. Somebody that I know without a shadow of doubt if something happened, they're there. Like you showing up. Like showing up. But
Show up.
nowadays we give people titles just based off of the time spent.
Or certain conversations had. Like you think when you have certain conversations with certain people that okay, we're close, we have this family connection, I can share things with this person, I can be raw with this person, just let it all hang out. And then when you do that, and then you realize that, oh, wait a minute, they didn't like me. They didn't even want to be around me. But now I don't let myself go and think and being vulnerable to this person or these people, and they really wasn't my friend to begin with. So here I am in the age group that I am now. I'm not gonna say my age, But the age group I'm in now, and I'm still trying to figure out what a friend really is, because the people that I thought were friends weren't. So that means I can't even identify that anymore. I still don't know how to identify a friend. That's sad.
Oh,
I
you got
don't
the
know.
definition for it.
Child, look.
So, a friend is a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. So, that means that the mutual affection is not contingent upon sex or family.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they're not your blood relative, technically they are your friend.
Mm-hmm.
So our premise of calling our friends sis and bro, based off the definition, they're just our friends,
Mm-hmm.
close friends.
Mm-hmm.
But we have adopted our friends as family members.
But then you have the sister from another mother. You have the brother from another mother. You have all of that too now.
Right.
It
So
says
I
a
think
male
I,
friend
I
who's very close.
yeah, I think that is very accurate. Like it's levels to it. Like if you
Yes.
my friend, we cool, like we have a bond over whatever it is. Like you could be my podcasting friend, we have a bond over this
Mm-hmm.
this type of thing. You could be my work friend, we
Mm-hmm.
bond over work or whatever the
Mm-hmm.
case may be. But when you my brother or you my sister from another mother, based off of your definition, that means it's a whole nother level of familiarity. There's a whole nother level of trust. There should be a whole nother level of camaraderie. There should be a safety in that
Mm-hmm.
relationship to the point where I can tell you something and there's no judgment and you hold me accountable. Like at the end of the day, I know I can't just tell Thomas anything and he just take it. He gonna tell me, nah, you wrong. You wrong, sis, or you this or you that. He gonna give you the real. And that's what you need. And a lot of the times we have
Mm-hmm.
these people in our lives that'll just placate on us and use the term friend just so they can get what they need and then discard you
Throw
out
your
the
way
door.
like garbage. Get what they need and keep it moving. It's just what you said all the time. Opportunist. There's a
Yeah.
lot of opportunists out there that's just walking into your life for a moment, getting what they need and bouncing, acting like they care about you. For the moment, they're your friend, they're your brother, they're your sister, just to get what they need, and then they deuce. So you got to be careful out here, everybody, that, everybody, like my mother says, everybody is not your friend. Everybody is not your sister. Everybody is not your brother. And stop getting in these relationships and calling yourself wife and wifey and
Ooh,
hubby and staying
everybody
with
ain't
this
your
thing.
wife. Everybody ain't your
Bruh, that
husband.
ain't your person. 20 years, that ain't your person. That move on. Y'all should have been mad. Like, you playing house for what? Get that ring. Know your worth. Get that ring on your finger and become wifey. Become hubby. Like, stop playing games. Like, these titles mean a lot. Marriage is serious. Don't just go and show up for the show, the wedding. Do all this planning and
Then you
kiki
want to play.
kaka and dancing and having a good time, because I'm telling you, you're gonna dance into that marriage and you be like, this what I signed up for?
Whoa.
I did this. Yeah.
With her or him, get somebody
But
else to do it.
be careful. You got to be careful out here in the streets. I'm telling y'all keep playing. So
Mm,
know that titles are serious. Stop telling people that they are your sister, your brother, your friend, whatever category you put people in. Know that you mean that. Don't just be throwing it around. Even if you say I love somebody, stop throwing that word around. I hate that. Don't tell nobody you love them when you know without a shadow of a doubt you don't care about them. For real, for real. I ain't getting on the soapbox right now.
Yeah, because the Bible describes love. And if you are not utilizing love the way that the Bible describes love, then you don't love me. Love is patient. Love is kind.
Kind.
Love is not boastful. Y'all know the scripture. So
Okay.
hopefully. So, at the end of the day, love endures all things. You
Oh,
might care for me, but you don't love me.
we don't.
Love is sacrificial. If it comes to you or me and you're not sacrificing for the good of us, whether it's romantic or platonic, you don't love me.
My favorite question: what you gonna do?
I love
Like,
Nikki because I sacrifice I going to bed to do an episode
yeah,
or
she, yeah, yeah, y'all.
like it's sacrificial. Like you have to understand that when you genuinely love someone, it's sacrificial. And if you are with somebody that's not sacrificing for you in any capacity, the littlest sacrifice, then that's not the one. That's not your person.
What you doing? What you
Mm-mm.
doing? Mm-mm, mm-mm. For real. That, I mean, that's not, that doesn't mean that's in a love way. That's not your person on a friend level. That's not your person on a family level. That's just not your person on a love level either. Like all the way around. You need to start focusing on who is aligned with you. And if it's gonna cost you a fight or a tuggle, that ain't your people. That's not your vibe. That's not your tribe. That's not your
Yeah.
tribe. Let them go, let them be. Because sometimes we have people that come in our lives, they're supposed to be there for a moment. We just got to determine who, when, how long, what we were called to do it and keep on moving.
Yeah.
So you got to identify who's really for you. And sometimes it can be hard because they be wearing masks out here to disguise who they really are, and they're not authentic from the beginning. So it's hard to like determine if people really are for you. That's the hard part, sis. You know that. That's the hard part.
People who love you, they're going to push you to your greatest potential. People who love you, they're going to pay attention to the details.
Yes.
People who are just there to use you, they're going to always be there when things are going good. But when things are going bad, they're nowhere to be found. That's not who you need to be around, romantic or platonic. If I'm sick and I'm in the hospital and you home, you know,
Yeah.
if I'm doing something, or like for example, if we doing a podcast and you don't show up to be in the comment section,
What we
share.
do?
That's free. You don't share a post, you don't share a episode, you don't talk about it, you don't say, well, how was the episode? You're not invested in what makes them, tick, or what makes them happy,
Mhm.
or whatever the case may be. If you're not truly invested,
What we
what we
doing?
doing it for? If you love a TV show, you're going to be invested in that TV show. You're going to watch the TV show from beginning to end, and you're going to watch every single episode.
Yep.
I love
Yep.
Lorenz Tate. I don't care if the movie is trash. I'm going to watch whatever he's in because I love him. That's support. That's what love does.
That's what love
But if
does.
you don't have people, if you don't have people like that, then you can't say you my sis, you my bro. And it's one thing if life is life, and we're not going, things happen, and people can't always show up how they want to. But you mean to tell me I had 100 episodes and I've never seen you
On one,
share, like, comment, or be on one?
one.
You can't support one? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Nah. Get somebody else to do it for real. Not only that, sis. If you care about me and love me, I shouldn't have to rehearse with you who my kids are, their names, my grandkids. You should know this kind of
You're
stuff. You should
invested.
know me. That's
Yeah, you're
invested in
invested.
me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know who I love. You know who my family is. You know what I do, who I'm around. All of that should be a given. You shouldn't have to practice that kind of stuff. You should know it. I'm gonna tell y'all a
Back
story.
in the day, look, back in the day, you remember when T-Mobile had
Oh
your
Lord,
Fave 5?
here she go. Oh yeah. Oh, I used to love that.
You should know my
Oh
Fave 5. You should know the person, whether you're a friend or romantic. You should know the top 5 people, if they have 5. The top 5 people that this person is going to call, or this person needs to make them a smile, or whatever the
yeah.
case may
Why?
be. you should know these people. You should know their names. You should know their titles, who they are, and you should know how to utilize them for whatever reason. I know if Nikki's feeling bad, all I got to do is call her grandson.
Child, that little boy can shake my world.
Right. Like, so I mean, like it's a no-brainer. Like, so you are invested in who you are. Well, you should be invested
Yeah.
in who you're with. As Bernie Mac would say, who you with?
Who you
Friend,
with?
family, relationships.
Not only that, let me tell y'all a story about my sis right here, y'all. So breaking the silence. Now we know about breaking the silence. Okay. She knew my
She ain't say it
vision.
right. She ain't say it right.
Now I'm not gonna do
You
that
didn't
with
say
you today.
you did not say it right.
The international
Pew,
breaking
pew,
the silence.
pew.
She knew my vision, y'all. She knew my vision without me telling her my vision, what I sought out to do. And one day she pulled me, she held me accountable, y'all. She was like, see, that's what you get because you got off path. You got off your track of what you were trying to do. So you said you were shining a light on everyday people doing great things. So why are you worried about having a celebrity every month? What are you doing? I was like, whoa, wait. Came on a little strong there. But you know what? Yeah, you're right. She got on moments where she get at me because I don't get sleep. I don't get the proper sleep and stuff like that.
Every
And she
day.
mad,
Every day. Ain't no
y'all.
moments. This is every day, y'all. Every day.
She got mad one night, y'all. I know she was mad. I heard it in her voice clip. I
This
said,
was this was the other day.
I said, ooh, she real mad. I said, let me straighten up and fly right and go to bed. She was mad with me, y'all. You need to just put all of it down. Take a break. And I'm like, no,
Get some
she not
rest.
listening to me.
Because she need rest. See, we the opposite. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all know me, most of y'all know me, I'm going to drop everything for a nap. You hear me? I love sleep. Me is sleep, baby. Ooh, if I could marry it, I would. Forever. Forever. Ever.
Mm. She
People
really is a
always, I
grandma.
used to joke and tell people, like, on my tombstone, I'm going to say, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not tired. Right. Because I always say I'm tired. But I love it. Sleep, I need it. This one? Oh, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Are we on the phone? She, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this for him. I'm doing that. I'm that. I wake up in the
Stuff to
morning.
do.
Click, 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 click. What are you doing? When do you sleep? Never. Oh, but
I
she's
get more
sleeping
sleep
now.
now. I get
Oh
more sleep
yeah.
now. I
Praise
have to.
God
Yes, God.
for the little ones.
The little
Cause
ones will
baby,
make you go to bed.
God knew what you needed.
He knew it. He knew it. But you know
He
what?
answers prayers.
Yeah, you said it so long that I need to sleep. So now someone came along and made me go to bed. So I
Mm-hmm.
got no choice now. But the point of the matter, y'all, is she knew my vision about a lot of different things in 2024 that nobody else saw but her. And I didn't even open my mouth. She knew it. So you need people like that around you that can see the greatness in you, to see the good in you, and gonna always pump that into you. She always talking, you can do this and you can do it. I'm like, girl, who do you think I am? Can't
Authentic
do that.
Nicole. Mm-hmm.
You need people like that. Get you a Sheer Renee in your life. I'm
I'm trying
telling
to
you.
tell you, people gonna be coming from the ceiling, breaking the silence. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, you better get on them graph. If you have not seen a Breaking the Silence podcast episode, baby, the graphics, honey, A1. I remember the first time I came on,
I do too.
I came on a podcast. I was just like, I know you lying.
I wasn't doing
Listen,
nothing then.
that was low level. And I was just so amazed. And I'm just
Look,
like, what in
she's
the
on
world?
baby, the production. That's what she said. The
The
production.
I'm telling you, she
That's
like to
when I
tell a
found out it
story,
was a
a
production, y'all.
podcaster. Okay. I had to get my life together. Like I was just like, okay, well, what I'm doing here ain't working. Let me level up a little bit.
Child, I wasn't
Man.
doing nothing in that season.
Now you
Nothing.
see, look, you got the butterflies in the background. That's all the Nicki Nicole thing. That ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. Because I listen, it would have just been that gray brick right there, and then it would have been our pictures, and that's it.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. So y'all know who's handling the video. She's an
Yeah,
audio baby,
I'm an
y'all.
audio baby.
She audio
We
baby.
we gonna sound right on my end, and we gonna look right on her end. Because baby, that is not the gift God gave me, and I'm proud to say I got people for that.
I got people for that. I'm done. I'm done, y'all.
Oh
Woo,
man.
Lord, we done got off track. But y'all, y'all just gotta be careful who y'all have around you. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay
Yeah.
attention to how people treat you, how people show up for you. And not only that, start showing up for yourself and start setting boundaries for these people that are around you in your life. Never knew about boundaries, y'all, until 2024. The end of 2024, I started realizing what boundaries were and how to show up for Arthur, Nick, and Nicole because I didn't know I had to do all of that. I was too busy
Yeah.
showing up for other people. So when you start knowing who you are, truly walking in your purpose and knowing who you are, then you can start differentiating who is for you and who's not for you. And then you start looking around at your circle for real. You're like, oh, no, I knew that heifer didn't like me. Then you're going to start really looking at people sideways like, yeah, nah, this ain't going to work because I shouldn't have to fight with this. I shouldn't have to play tug of war with you. I don't think you have a place in my life. Start knowing your worth, though. You got to know who you are and stop letting people play in your face. Literally. Stop letting people play in your face. Stop letting people call you sister, brother, fam. Stop letting them tell you that they love you. And you know dang gone well they don't because their actions didn't say they loved you. I'm big on actions. If you can tell me all day long, I love you. No, you don't. You you didn't call me and check on me today. You matter of fact, you let a month go by and you didn't say nothing to me, but you love me. I could have been dead in a month. You know how people can die. People die in minutes later. You can be
24
talking to them.
hours.
So I could have been dead and gone, and you calling the phone that belongs to somebody else now. So how can you say you love me? Stop allowing people to say things to you and not show you. I had to learn this the hard way, and that's why I'm telling y'all today in this audience that you have to start by the mess of my words. You have to start teaching people. And somebody told me this a long time ago.
Mhm.
Teach people how to treat you. If you don't teach them how to treat you, they're just going to do what they want to do to you. They're going to hurt you. They're going to discourage you. They're going to do whatever they want to do to you. Start denying the access to your life. If that means you got to block some of these people for peace, and I'm not a believer in blocking y'all. I'll be the first to say I'm not a believer. But I tell
I
you what, I
am.
blocked so many people in 2024. I was like, why? I didn't think I had to. But sometimes you have to block people for your own sanity and for your own peace and for your own growth. Because as long as you can sit there and look at them and they can look at you, then you're never going to have no peace, especially if you got raggedy people out here that want to talk about you or
You're
want
raggedy.
to. I'm just,
You've been
you,
around me too long.
I swear. You're raggedy people out here throwing dirt on your name and you watching them throw dirt on your name and you're going to feel the need to respond. Now they're going to take you out of character. So that's why
Mhm.
it's best sometimes that you block people so you can stay in your character in your lane and not allow these people to make you look like the person they say you are. So, hey, if I got to block for my peace, that's what it is. But stop allowing people to take you out of character. Stop allowing people to call you these titles. Stop allowing people to treat you any kind of way. Stop allowing people to apologize to you and just say it because people can say I'm sorry, but do they really mean it? They're just words. You still have to have some type of action behind the words that you're saying. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
but then tomorrow that's just like somebody beating on you. Here go a visual for you. Sis. Somebody beating on you
Yeah,
and
that's their
they
first
beat you
word. I'm sorry.
every single day of your life. And the first thing come out of their mouth, I'm sorry, and they got a gift for you. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
And then you repeat it the next day. You beat me
Yeah.
again. Stop allowing people to beat you down and continue to tell you they're sorry. They didn't mean to hurt you. Yes, they did. They meant everything that they did. They meant every word that they said. Believe them when they show you who they are. That is so true. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm standing on business in 2025. I'm not playing with people this year. Okay, sis. I think I just went on a soapbox.
You gotta also trust yourself, trust your gut. You and be aware of how you're feeling when you're around a person. If you know, like babies, for example, they can sense when someone is good and when someone is not, when someone is anxious in their spirit or whatever the case may be. So you have to tap into that because that's still in you. You have to tap into how you feel when you're around a person. If you feel like your energy is drained, that's not somebody that you need to be around. If you feeling stressed out, or you feeling annoyed, or you feel yourself changing, like sis said, you feel yourself changing and you're not who you are originally set. I did an episode about factory resetting, you as a phone. If you feel like you are just not performing properly because you got too much going on or too much that's in you or you around too much or viruses or whatever it is that's negative that you ain't supposed to have around you, then
Not
it's time to
viruses.
factory reset. Just yeah, because that's what they are. They causing more harm to you than So it's time for you to factory reset and to start over and to go to your original settings. If I'm the type of person and I'm bubbly, that's my original setting, and I'm bubbly and I'm happy and I'm smiling and I'm loving life and I'm playing my gospel music and all the things, and then I get around you and I'm mopey and I'm depressed and I'm tired and I'm stress eating and I'm this, I'm that. No, it's time to factory
Something
reset.
wrong.
No, you gotta go. You gotta remove, uninstall, like I do my son's tablet, uninstall the device, uninstall the app, whatever it is, remove it from who you are as a person. Detach yourself from it. You
Lord.
have to look at her.
Did y'all just hear that? She called these people out here viruses.
That's what it is.
And she
That's what
said,
they are.
do a
Like they
factory reset.
viruses do more harm to your system, whether it's a phone, whether it's a computer, whether it's your body, because they're going to cause you stress, anxiety. They're going to cause you to leave your life early because you're so busy consumed with everything that they're doing, everything that they need. They're a
Child.
virus. That's just what it is, attacking your system. So
And
it's
then you
time
say
for you to
uninstall it.
remove.
Mm,
Yeah, you have to uninstall it or uninstall them, remove them.
I'm done. I'm done. Factory reset and uninstall them viruses.
Yeah, you have to. I'm trying to tell you. And listen, you know because you're a gadget person. Once you uninstall, like my son, okay,
Here
my
she go,
son
y'all.
loves to download games on his tablet, my tablet, anybody's tablet. He will download every
Make
single
me
game he
keep
sees.
mine away from him.
Then he got the nerve to not play half the stuff he download. Then he gets mad because the phone not functioning properly now. Now it's slowing down. Now it's glitching. And he's, mommy, my phone is glitching. So when he leaves and he goes with his father, I uninstall all the unused stuff, all the stuff that does not need to be there. And then when he comes back, it's functioning properly. That's the same thing like us. When we have or we take on too much, we're not functioning properly anymore. We're slowing down, we're agitated, we're, just irritable, we not sleeping, we stress eating, we doing all the things, right? So once you start removing those things or removing yourself from them people, then you get your joy back. Then you start to regulate your system. Then you start to rest instead of sleep. So it's things that you
Yes,
have
what's the
to do. And you
difference?
have to you have to pay attention because there is something that you're attached to or something that's attached to you that is causing you to not function properly, just like his phone. So pay attention to how you feeling when you are around these people and really do the work that it takes to get yourself in the best state possible, because it's necessary. Don't get these titles and give out these titles and you not ready for all that comes with it. Because
Don't be
going
an
back
Oprah.
to husband and being a wife, that ain't no cakewalk. Being somebody's friend, that's no cakewalk. You got to be accountable. You have to show up. You have to do these things. Being someone's sister, being someone's brother, you have to stand 10 toes down with them. And if they with somebody and you know that person ain't, you got to say something. You cannot enable. I cannot call you my friend and I'll not tell you that this person that you with I don't like for X, Y, and Z. Now, whether you take it, that's up to you. But I'm gonna tell you this Y, X, Y, and Z. So be mindful of how you showing up in people's lives, how people are showing up in your life, and do everything that you need to do to make 2025 the best year ever. Because we don't know how much time we have left. And if you see in this episode, again, maybe you just came in, put down some words in the comments that you are sick and tired of people using without the proper context. We said wife, husband, friend, sis, bro, all the things, marriage. So put it
Family.
in family and let us know with some words that kind of grind your gears.
Not grind the gears. I guess we've been up here long enough. I guess we
Child,
see we
almost
get
an
to talking. We
hour.
be talking an hour. Child,
50.
see how you get me to
I
talking.
said almost an hour. It's supposed to be this
That's
supposed to be a
past
30-minute
breaking the silence
episode,
time.
y'all. Okay.
Past breaking the silence.
You on
An
Blemish Beauty
hour.
time now.
Okay. Let me find out we done upgraded. Y'all. This has been a great episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. I hope that you can take this information and maybe it resonates with you or somebody else. Share it with somebody that you think that may need to hear this episode. Maybe you need to wake them up and let them know that, hey, listen, you got somebody in your life you need to get rid of. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. And I hope that you would tune into the next episode next week at 8 p.m. Anything else, sis?
Nope. Make sure you get them rings. Beyonce said if you like it, put a ring on it.
I'm done. See, I should have known she was going to end the episode on that. Till next time, y'all. Continue to inspire change.